In the summer of 2012, I studied abroad in Greece with 24 other Northeastern University students and our professor. About halfway through our trip, we visited Matala, a former hippie village on the island of Crete. The town is also known for its beautiful beach, which boasts artificial caves beachgoers can explore. By this point in our trip, I had become very comfortable with my classmates and Professor Katula. Although I hadn't known any of them prior to our orientation sessions, we had already formed strong bonds, spending every waking minute together. As we approached Matala by bus, Professor Katula told us that we would have an opportunity to cliff jump. I like adventure, but I want to be reasonable too, so jumping off a cliff? I was pretty hesitant, especially because I'm afraid of heights. But everyone else was very excited and tried to convince me to do it by playing on the fact that I have always had a hard time turning down new experiences and adventure. When we got to Matala, we toured the hippie town and then made our way to the beach. From a few football fields away, we saw people swimming out to the cliffs, climbing up an unmarked path, and then jumping. Eventually, one of my classmates said they were going out to jump, and everyone began to follow. The jump didn't look too high, so I decided to join them, but I still wasn't committed to actually jumping. We reached the base of the cliff and began to climb. I was nervous, but chatting with my friends on the way up helped relax my nerves. From the top, the water looked much further down than it had from the safety of my lounge chair. It was about a 40-foot drop. I began to panic as I looked around and realized there were no signs or safety measures anywhere. I could really hurt myself by doing this. As all this was running through my mind, my classmates began to jump into the water one by one.
Yo, this dude's getting 8 credits to do this.
Before I was ready, it was my turn. I walked to the edge of the cliff and hesitated, but my classmates in the water waved to me and yelled encouragement. I looked behind me at all the rest of my friends waiting for their turn, also urging me on. My breath caught in my chest, and I pushed the thought of getting horribly maimed out of my head. I took a giant step and jumped. I felt like I was in the air for minutes, but then I hit the water hard. Submerged, searching for the surface, I realized that my butt really hurt. I grabbed it in pain, worried I would never be able to sit again. But I still managed to kick my way to the surface with a wide smile on my face, just like all my classmates who had jumped before me. I didn't care that it would take 2 full days for the pain to go away, because I had just cliff jumped in Greece and survived. All the anxiety had been for nothing, but thanks to my friends I had jumped anyway. I was so proud of myself. I bobbed in the water and joined the chorus of cheers for my classmates still waiting their turn. On the way back to the bus at the end of the day, I bought a small magnet depicting the Matala beach, including its cliffs. When I got back to America, I told my family and friends the story and pointed to the spot on the little painted cliff where I had jumped. It looked like nothing on my tiny magnet, but I know it was everything. That jump taught me the importance of friendship and how others can energize and change you. And to this day, whenever I remember the jump or look at my magnet, I'm inspired to keep saying yes to new experiences and people.